Last night, we told you author James Patterson gave 600 employees at independent bookstores across the country a $500 holiday bonus. The donation was part of his holiday bookstore bonus program, and we now know some of the local winners of the bonus. They include Ryan Kimmett from Kismet Books in Verona, Molly Fish from Leopold's Books Bar Cafe in Madison, Charlotte Martin from Mystery to Me in Madison. We do have so many great local bookstores. And Missy and Taylor from A Room of One's Own bookstore in Madison. A total of 14 of the winners were from Wisconsin. On social media, Patterson wrote, "Booksellers save lives and the work they do is crucial." Patterson first began giving bonuses back in 2015. And fun fact, his wife Susan graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Madison with a Bachelor of Science and Master's in Fine Arts.